This is Dolany TV, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, and welcome to a Saturday edition, which is becoming an all too rare thing here on Dolany TV as summer winds down. And you know what? Eventually, I'm going to get bored and get back to doing YouTube videos every single day of the week. But at this point, you know what? I still got a lot of ball to get through, and life is good for the time being. My friends, however, we have news out of Oilers land today. Big ol' Athletic article just came rolling out with a whole bunch of news goodies from Ken Holland, general manager of the Edmonton Oilers. And perhaps the biggest nugget is, of course, something you and I have discussed several times over and over and over and over since we were eliminated from contention for the Stanley Cup back at, well, what was probably the beginning of the month at this point, honestly. So, what am I talking about? I am talking about trades. Trades, my friends. Yes, trades. That is something Ken Holland, pretty much from reading the article, I'll read you the line and you make of it what you will, and I'll make of it what we will. I've talked to some teams to get an idea of what they're thinking, and they're getting an idea of what I'm thinking, but you need more teams in the mix. I'm trying to figure out how to make our team better. I don't have any specifics for you. So, Ken Holland straight up just nothing on the trade front. That is straight up right there. There is nothing brewing on the trade front as of now. Yes, Ken Holland has an idea what he's thinking. He has an idea of what other GMs are thinking. Sure, it's an idea. It's great. And this is to anybody that was sitting here just absolutely raking me over the coals about trades and stuff. Do remember that I believe the Edmonton Journal put out an article about the Oilers potentially trading two top four defensemen. I was talking about two of the top six a week or two ago, and now all of a sudden the big boys are reporting two of the top four. So just things are crazy. But at this point, as it sits from the general manager chair, Ken Holland, back to your point about raking you and me over the coals, is yes, Ken Holland's not sitting here going to panic. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying Ken Holland needs to trade guys tomorrow. That's not the thing. We have an undetermined length of time until the NHL season resumes. At this point, guys, there's so many variables. Honestly, knowing when the NHL season resumes for 2021 would be probably the best Vegas betting game you could get, all right? Because it's straight up. The way 2020 is going, I can't tell you what's going to happen tomorrow. So we got that. So, right now, it's not panic, make the move today. And that's the comforting thing from Ken Holland. And I don't think I was too amped up about making a move as soon as friggin' possible. But the big thing is moves do need to come. Moves will come. But moves will not come until every single NHL team is officially in off-season mode. And that at this point slated now probably second week to mid third week of October when things get fully underway in the NHL offseason. Here's the problem though, right? Is, ladies and gentlemen, we've been in the off-season mode as Oilers fans since the second week of August. Now that would be pretty much the end of our offseason, right? You'd be talking about guys getting back on the ice at Rogers Place 2 weeks from then. You'd be talking about guys arriving from Europe, the new signings getting to town for the second time since they were signed. All the goodies would be coming out right about then. And of course, now we'd be talking the rookie games. We'd be talking rookie training camp. We'd be talking everything fun, fine, and dandy. Instead, what we're talking about, and what we haven't talked about because I haven't been posting as much, is that guys are going to Europe. Guys are starting their seasons overseas, trades, free agent signings, dead cap, flat cap, goaltending, defense, forwards, and it's all meaningless because at this point the offseason still isn't here. Right? The playoffs are still taking place. I believe Tampa Bay, last I checked, was up 1-0 on Boston. That's probably a very outdated score for you. That's how much time I've spent reading this athletic article and putting together this video for you. But end of the day, right, is it is absolutely insane kind of the situation we find ourselves in, not only in the world, but in the whole hockey sphere as well. Just sitting here trying to put together some kind of normalcy of some kind of ebb and flow of regular digestion of hockey news, right? That's the thing is right now the NHL playoffs are going on, whereas the preseasons in Europe and Russia are taking place. and you're trying to comprehend what the youngsters, what the more veterans that have loans, what those guys are doing. We're trying to figure out, honestly, I'm trying to figure out, are they going to allow guys like Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, those guys the opportunity, not necessarily loan them, but the opportunity to be loaned and go overseas just to keep their skating legs going? Would you risk something like that? Would it be worth it? That kind of deal? Sure, whatnot, whatever. But all in all, right, is right now we're in this whole kind of holding pattern. That's the weird part, right? Is we're in a holding pattern, but today we got the answer as to why, right? Ken Holland wants to be in the holding pattern. Ken Holland wants to wait. Ken Holland wants more teams in the mix when it comes to figuring out what happens for next season. So as much as, yes, we have this news about Jesse Puljujarvi, which I can update you on what Ken Holland said about Jesse Puljujarvi. He did say no teams really offered him anything that made him want to trade him. He's had some conversations just before he went into the bubble. We had a Zoom call with Jesse and his agent. He's signed a contract to play for the same Finnish team, which is Karpat. He's got an out clause to play in the NHL during the 2021 season. The 2021 season isn't going to start before December 1st, so no matter what, it starts December 1st or later. And he's got an opportunity to play in Finland for now. We'll see where it goes. So, end of the day, honestly, you read this whole Ken Holland article on The Athletic, is it just holding pattern. I think that is the best key term you could describe where the Oilers find themselves right now, is a holding pattern. And that's, guys, I think straight up, as the Oilers and as Oilers fans, that should be a very big comfort, considering, right, the panic moves Peter Chiarelli's done in the past few years, the panic moves GMs for the Oilers have done over the course of the past 20 years. That kind of stuff is, you don't want to make a move when it doesn't make sense. And right now, if you've got a veteran GM in an uncharted territory saying, I don't like exactly what we've got in the teams that are eliminated, so let's wait for a couple more teams to be in the mix, or all the teams to be in the mix, and get something we deserve. And that's Ken Holland for you, and that's great. That's great. But this is, again, in essence, is all it really allows us to do is destroy ourselves over theorizing and theoretical ideas about what trades are to be made, right? So now you know, as an Oilers fan, if you kind of extrapolate what Ken Holland said by we're waiting for more teams to be in the mix, we're probably not looking at any of the guys on rosters of the teams already eliminated. Unless we are, and we're just waiting for other teams to come out so as we can go to them and say, hey, can you raise the price $5? And then go back over to the team that we're actually negotiating with, or Ken Holland's had a serious discussion with already, and say, hey, these guys are offering just that. You mind tweaking that just a little bit and giving us a little more, and we'll get this deal done with you. That may be the key here, and I think that, honestly, again, same thing. Holding pattern to get what you want, and as Oilers fans, that's a welcome sign. But again, it leaves us to theorize and sit here and ponder what could be, what can't be, and guess what? Until something happens, none of us are right, none of us are wrong. And that's the beautiful part, is I know I have taken a lot of flack. You can read the comments of my last 5 videos. Darnell Nurse is a forward, the 2 defenseman trade, anything. I have taken a lot of beating here recently about my ideas for what the Oilers must do moving forward in the offseason this year. Guess what? Until something happens, none of us are right, none of us are wrong, and that's the beautiful part of it. And you know what? Now with Ken Holland saying we're in a holding pattern, that's even more beautiful, because guess what? Unless something happens, nothing happens, right? That's the beautiful part about the holding pattern. Nothing happens until something happens, and when it does, then we will be able to discuss with ourselves who was right, who was wrong, and how we move forward from there. Like the whole Jesse Puljujarvi situation, right? Ken Holland did not say yes in that article he will be back. What did Ken Holland say in that article? He said, right to it, where is it? We'll see where it goes. And if that is not exactly, like I said, the holding pattern term, I don't know what is. So ladies and gentlemen, don't expect any trades coming up anytime soon before the Stanley Cup playoffs are over. And again, do you expect trades to be over the day or trades to start the day the Cup final's over? Don't know, couldn't tell you. But the key is the Oilers are allowed to make trades. But Ken Holland has us in a holding pattern, waiting for a better offer to raise the price and get fair market value. Guys, I'm Tyson. This is Dolany TV. Thank you so much for tuning in on this Saturday edition. I'll catch you in the next one.